Assalamualaikum dear students, how are you? I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Welcome to NIVS Home School. Here I am Kamuna, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 6, today I am going to take your English second paper. And dear students, this is our first class of this new session, that is 2021. So dear students, at first I want to congratulate you for promoting the new class. So let's start our class today. So dear students, our today's topic is present tense, and we have done tense in class 5. So let's have a review today. And tense is very important for voice, narration or transformation. So we at first go through the tense, and now look, today we will discuss present tense. And you all know that there are three types of tense: present, past and future. And each tense has four forms. And what are they? Present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Just like this: past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. And future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. And our today's focus will be on present tense. That means we will discuss present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. So let's start with present indefinite tense. And what is the structure? We all know that subject plus verb 1, that means the main verb or the base form of the verb, that means the present form of the verb, then object, and if there's any extension we will write the extension, we will add the extension. And when will you use present indefinite tense? When we want to show the action, repeated actions or habits or general truths or universal truth or fixed arrangements, we use present indefinite tense. Now look, for habits, if there's any habit, we will use present indefinite tense. He drinks tea at breakfast. That means it is his habit. So we will use present indefinite tense. And now look, after the verb, after the subject he, we add s with the main verb drink. And you all know that when the subject is third person singular number, we will add s or es at the end of the verb in the present indefinite or simple present tense. And for repeated actions or events, we will use present indefinite tense. They drive to Cox's Bazar every summer. That is, it's a repeated action or events. Every summer, they drive to Cox's Bazar. And now look, they drive. After the subject, we use the base form or the main form of the verb, the present form of the verb, drive, and we don't use our s or es at the end of the verb because our subject is plural. So when the subject is plural, we will not add s or es at the end of the main verb. But if the subject is singular number, we will add s or es at the end of the verb except I. If there's if the subject is I, we will always use the present form of the verb. This is the exceptional rule. Remember it. Now for general truths, water freezes at 0 degrees. It is the general truth or universal truth. You can't change this one. So we will use present indefinite tense to show general truths. Just like the sun rises in the east, just like this. For fixed arrangements, so if there's any fixed arrangements, that means if you arrange an action which will be occurred in future, on that moment we will use present indefinite tense, though the action will happen in future. Now look, our holiday starts on the 15th April. Now we will go to present continuous tense. And the structure is subject plus be verb, like am, is, are plus verb 1 along with ing form, and if there's an extension, we will add the extension. And when we use present continuous tense, now look to express the action or to show the action which is happening right now, we will use present continuous tense. So now look, happening now. I mean, action is happening now. Arif is sleeping at that moment. And if you find the sentence now at that moment in a sentence, it will be present continuous tense. Arif is sleeping at that moment. That means he is sleeping now, at that moment now. For temporary situations, like I am staying with my cousin for a few days. So for a few days I am staying with my cousin. I am not permanently live here. So that's why it is a temporary situation. So in this situation we will use present continuous tense. Now for changing situations, the situation which is changing gradually. The weather is improving. That means the weather is improving gradually. That means it is changing. So for this changing situation, we will use present continuous tense. Now definite future plans. Definite future plans. Now look, she is meeting her mother tomorrow. So it is definite. That means she will definite or fixed. That means she will meet her mother tomorrow. Now, though the action will happen in future, but it is definite future plan. That means it is planned. It is organized before. That's why we will use present continuous tense. Now we will go to present perfect tense. Now look, the structure is subject plus have or has plus verb. That means the past participle form of the verb and then the extension. And we can use present perfect tense to show the action which will happen in the past, or the experience which will happen in the past, or the situation which will happen in the past, but still it is continuing. That means the result is still now. Now look, we can divide this situation or actions in two ways: finished actions or unfinished action or finished actions. Now look, unfinished actions. I have known Abir for 5 years. So I have known Abir for 5 years. Means 5 years ago I have known him, but still I know him. He has lived here since 2010. So still I am living here, and it started from in 2010. So the action occurred in the past, but it is still it has the result. Now finished actions. She has never studied Japanese. So this is the life experience. To show life experience of the unfinished time world or the present result, we can use the present perfect tense also. Now look, she has never studied Japanese. This is the life experience. To show the life experience, I have never been to the Singapore, or I have been to the Singapore like this. So for life experience, we can use the present perfect tense. Now we have seen Lisa this week. So this is the unfinished time word. So this week we have seen Lisa. He has lost his keys. This is the present result. So that's why he cannot enter his room or enter his house. He has lost his keys. So this is the present situation or present result. That we can, in these situations we can use present perfect tense for unfinished actions or for finished actions, and for finished actions to show the life experience or the present result of the unfinished time word. Now we will go to present perfect continuous tense. Now the structure is subject plus have been or has been plus verb along with ing with extension. And when we use the present perfect continuous tense, that means the action will start before and still it is still continuing. Now look, just like the present perfect tense, we can use it in the finished action or the unfinished action. I have been working. I have been working, that's why I am tired. So this is the finished word, finished action. And now look, after I, though our subject is singular, I use have because this is the exceptional rule. Otherwise, if the subject is singular, we will use has been, and if the subject is plural, we will use have been. Now, an unfinished word, I have been living in Dhaka for 10 years. That means how long you are living in Dhaka? For for 10 years. I have been living in Dhaka for 10 years. So this is unfinished work, that means still you are living here. I have been going to the gym a lot recently. This is the temporary situation. So to show temporary situation or the duration or the period of time or the finished work, that means I have been working that means that my lecture is finished, but that's why I am tired. So for this situation we can use the present perfect continuous tense. So dear students, these are the four forms of the present tense: present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. And dear students, if you have any problem, if you have any question regarding these topics, that is regarding present tense, you can ask it to me or through phone or messenger or in your live class. So I give emphasis on asking questions, or if you have any inquiry, you can ask the question in your live class. So in your live class, we will also discuss this present tense. We will discuss it, and we will also discuss the past and future tense. So dear students, that's all from today. I hope you have understood about today's topic. All of you will go through the structure of the present tense, past tense, and the future tense. It will be helpful for you. We have done it before, that means in class 5, but still we need to know more about tense, because it's very important to do the voice change, to do the transformation, or to do the narration. That means it's very important grammar topic. So dear students, all of you will practice a lot and listen to your parents. See you again.